All right, guys, coming to you today to talk to you about the Crane Magnum Knuckle Kit. What we've done is developed a knuckle that is the next size up from your Dana 60. The Dana 60 has been just an awesome knuckle kit for pretty much a staple in the off-roading community for a good long time. Holds a 1480 U-joint and an 1.5" axle shaft. Match those two together and they're paired up pretty well as far as the axle shaft diameter and the cross length and diameter of it as far as strength-wise goes. What we're running into though is suspensions are getting better, more power. Seems like we're climbing crazier hills than we've ever climbed before, and we also have guys that are wanting to go wheel and not have any trouble out of their axles. It's no fun to drive all the way across the country, just unload the truck and break an axle 10 minutes into the trail. So there needed to be the next upgrade for it. So what we did is we sat down, we developed a knuckle that's purely based around a bigger U-joint and a bigger axle shaft. So there's a lot of benefits to this knuckle. We feel like make it the best one in the market. Starting out, it's all 100% USA made, and it's all cast right here in the US and machined. So it's cast from 8620 chromoly steel, a weldable steel. You don't have to worry about any kind of special methods or anything else, putting it on the housing or whatever else. If you're a builder at home, just order the knuckles and make sure you get a good hot weld and you'll be good to go. So from there, after that, we've got a big keyway on top. We've been using it on the Dana 60 for a good long time, so we've got this keyway and the high steer arm interlocks on this keyway, and the 4 bolts, all they do is really hold the high steer arm down. And this keyway keeps it from shearing off, takes the shear load out of it. It's super strong. So from there, we've got that. And then if you'll look, the size, we kept size in the back of our mind the whole way through the design on this thing. We didn't want it to end up too much bigger than what our 60 is. And so we really molded the C around a big RCV boot and tried to really keep everything in check. That really keeps size, really a benefit of keeping it smaller was we knew the weight would stay away if we kept the size out of it. And also just the whole packaging whenever you're trying to put this with, especially if you're putting a coil spring or coilovers and bypasses or anything else, just size always ends up being a big deal. So we use a big bolt pattern on the front, Rockwell bolt pattern. What that is nice for is it lets the boot of an RCV or a U-joint slide right through. Some of the other knuckles you have to take apart or pull the boot on and off to remove the axle shafts. If you've ever messed with these big boots, they are a pain to ever get seated as you're assembling or disassembling. So other good thing that we really like, we're using tapered roller bearings, top and bottom. It's a tapered roller bearing that you can get off the shelf at any parts house. We didn't really want you to be stuck in a corner out on a trail, the bearing went out, you couldn't find it. You can find them anywhere that, any parts house really in the country. So we those benefits. Then we looked at really putting together the whole package for it. That's where we're a lot different than anybody else in the market. Whenever you buy the knuckle and C combo kit for it, you get the C, the knuckle, all the hardware, all the bearings, and the high steer arm. That's the only way you can buy it. You can't buy it per piece. That way we know you're putting good quality parts in it, and that way we know that it's just easy for you whenever you get it at home. So then we worked on all the outer options. We've got a few of those we'll talk about in a minute. But then we come up and developed a lightweight brake kit. Utilizes a hat and a thin rotor. And then you have Willwood brake caliper kit. This right here is the 4-piston that comes on the standard setup. And then you can always upgrade to the Willwood 6-piston if you really want to. All this stuff super good, lightweight. 14-inch rotor, it works awesome. Stop on a dime and the weight is gone. And it's the better part about it is you can buy all this stuff a piece at a time and it'll all just bolt right on. We've got brackets and everything else for everything. So we've talked about the versatility of the knuckle with different outer options. So let's look at those. We have a Rockwell spindle and an 8-lug wheel hub. We've got that in aluminum or steel. We've got that option. We've got the option of a F450 unit bearing. We've got the option of a Spider Trax Ultimate unit bearing. RCV already builds axle shafts for all these different options. So we can talk about the different features and benefits of those in a later video. But that pretty much covers all your benefits and features of a Magnum Knuckle. So just try to give you guys a good idea and a good insight. We've had a lot of people ask for a video on, you know, what is the difference between the 60 and the Magnum. And the main difference is it's the next size bigger. You've got a bigger U-joint. You can run bigger axle shafts. You can run that full 2-inch 47 spline axle shaft. And 14 bolts we run a lot of these 2-inch stubs and a 40 spline inner. In the Dana 80, we're running a full 2-inch shaft through that knuckle and setup. Very strong. We're not having anybody break them or anything else as far as axle shafts or knuckle components or anything. We're having really good luck out of all of it. So if you're really looking for the axle that you can really depend on every time to get you on and off the trailer, to and from, this is what you're looking at.